So 3 space. No.
Okay everyone, welcome back to my channel in which I've decided to do another read-along for you all. And this time, I have chosen a Garfield book, which is Garfield's Picnic Adventure, which was written by Jessie Harris, and of course the pictures were done by Garfield's creator, Jim Davis. Now this particular book is from 1988. I remember having this when I was very young, and there was even a cassette tape to go along with it. So yeah, I'm going to take you all on another trip down memory lane, and I was able to transfer the tape make it into an MP3 file. So that's what we're going to be using. The audio will be coming from a Bluetooth speaker, which I have over here. And so if we're ready, let's go. Turn it down a little bit. There we go. That should be good.
This is the golden storybook and tape called Garfield's Picnic Adventure. Garfield was created by Jim Davis, and the story was written by Jack C. Harris. Whenever you hear this sound, you know that it's time to turn the page. Now let's begin the story.
I smell food,
Thought Garfield as he woke up from a sound sleep. He jumped up and ran to the kitchen as fast as his fat little legs could carry him. Odie was already there. So was John, who said,
"It's a beautiful day, so I'm packing a picnic lunch we can enjoy in the great outdoors."
Oh no,
Garfield said to himself.
that means waiting an hour in a hot car before I get to dig into the picnic goodies.
Whoops,
Said John.
I forgot pickles. I'll go out and buy some, but I'd better make sure you two don't sneak any food while I'm gone.
John tied the picnic basket shut with a string.
That ought to keep Garfield out.
He said,
Whoop-de-doo.
thought Garfield.
That itty-bitty string won't stop me. With some guidance from me, Odie will chew right through it.
John tied a rope to Odie's collar and attached the other end to a doorknob.
We can't have you helping Garfield break into the basket, can we?
He said as he left.
I've lived here too long.
Garfield complained.
John knows what I'm planning before I even think of it.
Garfield crept over to Odie and whispered in his ear.
Do you know what's in the basket, Odie, old pal? Hot dogs, potato salad, pretzels.
The more Garfield talked about food, the more Odie's mouth watered. Soon he began to chew, imagining the taste of the picnic goodies. Garfield quickly stuck the rope between Odie's teeth. After a few loud chomps, Odie bit through it.
You're free.
Garfield cried happily, and the two pets raced toward the picnic basket.
Now, Odie, take a bite out of this string, just like you did with the rope.
Garfield instructed. Odie said, and he chewed the string until it broke. The picnic basket was open. In an instant, Garfield was gobbling down food.
This is the life.
He said. Said Odie, his mouth watering.
Oh yeah,
Said Garfield between bites.
here's something for your help.
He tossed Odie a half-eaten hot dog. Said Odie, happy to get whatever he could. It wasn't long before John returned. He was surprised to find Odie greeting him at the door.
Hey, wait a minute.
John said as he walked into the kitchen.
I left you tied up.
Just then, John noticed the closed picnic basket and the broken string.
Did I see that basket move?
John asked Odie.
What?
Odie answered. John flung open the basket lid, only to find a stuffed Garfield smiling inside.
Hello, John.
He said.
What's for dessert?
Garfield?
John yelled.
You spoiled the picnic for everyone. That food was supposed to be for me and Odie, too.
Said Odie. John grabbed the basket as Garfield jumped to the floor.
I'm still determined to go on our picnic. I'll pack a new lunch, but there will be no food for fat cats like you, Garfield. You can watch us eat.
Oh, no.
Moaned Garfield.
There's nothing I hate more than watching others eat when I can't.
After an hour's ride in a hot car, they arrived at the park. Garfield took one look at all the kids playing ball and flying kites, and he grew very excited.
I'll bet there are plenty of kids who would feed a poor hungry kitty like me. All I have to do is act cute.
Purring loudly, Garfield snuggled up to a sad-looking little girl.
Oh, what a pretty orange kitty,
She said.
You're so friendly. You make me forget that my kite got lost in the trees. My name is Jessie. Would you like to share my lunch?
It worked.
Thought Garfield joyfully. Garfield was about to bite into her sandwich when John pulled him away.
I'm sorry.
John said.
This fat cat is being punished. Why don't you join me, Odie, and Garfield in a game of catch before eating?
Get serious.
Thought Garfield.
If you think I'm gonna run after a stupid ball on an empty stomach, you've got another think coming.
Then Garfield stalked into the woods to be by himself. Hours passed as Garfield walked deeper and deeper into the woods, feeling sorry for himself.
Uh-oh.
He thought as he looked around.
Things are getting mighty dark around here. I think I'm lost.
Garfield didn't know which way to go. All around him, he saw the glowing eyes of the forest animals.
I love food,
He thought.
but I don't want to be food for anyone else.
For a long time, Garfield ran this way and that way through the woods, becoming more and more frightened. All around him, the eerie eyes glowed in the dark. Suddenly, he came face to face with the biggest pair of eyes of all. "Ah!" screamed Garfield. Said a familiar voice. Just then, clouds moved away from a full moon high above, and the forest was not as dark as before.
Odie!
Cried Garfield.
Boy, I'm even glad to see you. You came looking for me, didn't you, old pal? Hey, dogs are great hunters. You can lead us out of these dark woods. Let's go, boy.
After what seemed like hours, Garfield looked down at the ground and saw animal tracks.
Wait a minute.
He said.
These tracks are our tracks. You've been leading us around in circles. I've heard you can't teach an old dog new tricks, but with Odie, you can't teach a stupid dog any tricks. We're still lost.
Just then, Garfield heard a strange sound.
Sounds like crying.
He whispered.
I'm too scared to cry, Odie, and you're too dumb to be scared. There must be someone else in these woods.
Quietly, the two crept closer to the crying sound. As the clouds moved away from the moon, Garfield saw that it was little Jessie.
It's Jessie!
He shouted.
She found us! We're saved!
As Jessie hugged Garfield and Odie, she told them some bad news.
When John said he couldn't find you, Odie went to look for you. So did I. I followed Odie, and then I got lost.
Just great.
Garfield muttered.
If it keeps going like this, everyone will be lost in the woods with us.
Suddenly, Garfield looked up and saw something familiar high in a tree. The moonlight made it very clear.
Look, it's Jessie's lost kite.
he said.
If we follow the string, it'll lead us back to the park.
Hooray!
Said Jessie. Said Odie. They followed the string as it wound through the trees and bushes. Soon, they came to the edge of the woods.
There's the picnic grounds!
Jessie shouted happily. Said Odie. There was a big crowd of people waiting at the edge of the woods. John was there too, with Jessie's parents.
Look,
Cried Jessie's mother.
those adorable pets found our Jessie.
Everyone celebrated around a campfire with another big picnic meal. John had forgotten all about being mad at Garfield.
You guys are great.
He said.
You're heroes. Everybody thinks you're wonderful.
They're absolutely right.
Garfield thought, in between bites of a hot dog. Odie couldn't think at all. His mouth was just too full.
And there you have it, folks, for this read-along of Garfield's Picnic Adventure, in which Jack C. Harris wrote the book and Jim Davis did the pictures. This was one of my personal favorites when I was a child, and I think it was after 2004. The book and the tape that I had for this were long gone, but I was able to retrieve another copy of the book and tape from Amazon in late 2013. And there you have it. We'll go ahead and wrap it up for this read-along video, and I'll see you all for that next video coming soon.